Hey everybody, Beard Brigade here with another one-off episode. Going to be checking out XCOM 2. Probably the same thing before, where I'll just play through it for a little bit. I'm going to kind of ramble on, do things, talk about things that I talk about, or things that come to mind like always. I'm kind of playing through this game. For those of you who are unfamiliar with XCOM 2, it is a turn-based strategy game where, let's see, you are playing as like the resistance force against aliens who have essentially taken over the world. So we want to reduce that, and we already know how to play the tutorial, so we won't repeat that. It's a really fun game. I played through the first XCOM, and I actually have most of the achievements for that one. I'm actually really excited about that. I really should probably actually go back and play the first one and try to get some of the achievements that I'm missing. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this stuff. Oh, sweet. I think I have my whole team. One of the cool features about XCOM 2 is that before, on the start screen, you have what's called the character pool. In the character pool, you can create custom-made soldiers. And change their appearance up. In fact, I just made a small 4-man crew, which it looks like they actually gave me as my starting crew. I basically did it as me and my kids. So I just kind of want to do that. So hopefully we'll make it through this. Anyway, it's really cool because you can make soldiers, and then there's a bunch of on Steam. There's the Steam community workshop where people have made a variety of different things, from armors to weapon skins to adding voice packs with new voices for characters, all kinds of things. I don't have any of that stuff installed because a lot of it for it now is a lot of it's for the most recent expansion, which is Wrath of the Chosen, which unfortunately I don't have that DLC. I have all the other DLC except the Wrath of the Chosen and the weapon and gear expansion pack that came with that expansion. So unfortunately I don't have all the DLC for this game, but I have most of it. So anyway, right now I'm just getting my soldiers in position. So the way the game works is that most missions, you start in kind of like a stealth mode, where you're undetected and you can kind of sneak around a little bit. But the moment you start firing off and killing enemies, you become detected, and then pretty much all shenanigans can break loose. So just kind of moving our guys into position here. One of the things that I really love about this game is that it forces you to really think about what you're doing and where you should really put your people before you even move them. And some of the positions it puts you in, it can get real interesting real quick. Let's see. Ooh, don't have much I can move here. So if you probably see these things, if I move into these, I'm going to get detected. So I don't want to move into those. Actually, I can't reach them.
Understood. Moving out.
So yeah, you really, like, before you do anything, like, you really want to make sure you're set up. So a good spot for that. Alright. Alright, so we will hold it up here. Chuck a grenade at these guys. And make a big boom. 3 for 1, you got 11. So one of the cool features about the game that I find most enjoyable is that there's almost like a kind of a role-playing aspect to it. So after your soldier has been to enough missions, they will essentially level up by getting a promotion. Alternatively, too, if they kill enough enemies, they also get a promotion. So for the most part, soldiers start off at the rookie rank, which is what my current soldiers are. They're all rookies. When you get your first promotion from rookie, you then your character is given a class. The game keeps it kind of simple. The classes are very basic, nothing too fancy. So there is the sharpshooter or sniper. Then there's the ranger, which kind of like your close combat specialist. And then the grenadier, who is kind of like the heavy weapons, grenade launchers, heavy cannons, stuff like that. And then there's the, it's called the specialist, and they are kind of like the support class of the game. So like, thinking of it tactically, basically the way the soldiers are set up is your specialist will be your support. So your specialist can be out set to heal your teammates and act as a medic, or can be set up to like take over enemy technology, like turrets and things like that, and really just kind of bring the hurt, so to speak. Can I actually get both of these guys? No, I can't. Alright, I'm gonna toss this guy and get this guy. Officers are kind of the guys you want to get rid of first, because they will mark your teammates and give their guys a buff in terms of trying to take you down. Ooh. And then they drop things like that on occasion. So sometimes you don't want to blow them up. Well, technically most of the time you don't want to blow them up. I'm just keeping my life easy and just tossing grenades. Boom, baby. We'll go into Overwatch. In which case I will probably not mow him down. Well, that's gonna potentially suck. No. How could they? I'm gonna do this. Yes, the gun has smiley faces on it.
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds.
Gonna pick that item
Need to
up.
get those charges planted on the double.
Auto loader, okay. I'll take an auto loader. And plant the bomb. Finish the tutorial. Or initial mission. It's not really the tutorial. The tutorial is actually way different. So that's kind of the basics there. Hopefully get loaded in smoothly to the next screen, where you get to kind of see the base or whatnot. There's for the game itself. I came across Xcom, and it was a turn-based strategy game. I loved turn-based games a lot when I was a kid, and it kind of really brought back memories. Plus, it was something new and fresh because it was, aliens and things like that. And then you had like some base building, and then you had to kind of prioritize different types of research and things like that. So you could play through it, and the replayability is what really got me with the first XCOM. And then XCOM 2 came out, and then you had this kind of resistance feel, really limiting what you can build in your base this time around. So you have to really decide on your priorities. Like, do you want robotics or do you want genetics? Do you want this or that? And there's a lot of choices like that, especially with the DLCs that I have. One is like a like super monster or super alien hunting thing, which, hang on a second here, looks like same thing that happened the last time a recording's happening. Oh, maybe not. Last time I recorded, it kind of slowed down on me, and it was dealing with horrible load screens. A lot of it glitched out on me. But it actually looks like we're going pretty smoothly this time, so fingers crossed. Anyway, the one DLC, you put down like the superior versions of each of the aliens, and you get some like specialty gear and some new research and stuff like that to make new types of gear. And then there's a robotics one, and then they add some new things to build and some new base options and things like that. So you got to really prioritize what you want to focus on when it comes to certain things, because you can't. It's one of those games where you could research everything, but you're not going to have room for everything. Oh man, these load screens are definitely sucking again, to be honest. So let's see here. There we go. Ranger.
Engaging enemies at close range.
I'll take that. Battle. Beard Brigade wouldn't fit, so I had to do Battle Beard. I'm gonna go with
Serving as our demolitions experts, the
Demo.
Grenadiers
Okay.
provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
I can also say it's gonna be a sniper because he took his kill from a distance.
Engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
Alright, so then that means, because I give you one of each in the beginning part, so that he's the specialist. Which would also give you the smiley skin. That's awesome. Alright. So each class has its own setups. Like the specialist can be a medic, or they can be a combat hacker and take over technologies and like unlock doors and things like that. The sniper can be really good at being a sniper, or being really good with the pistol. The demo can be really good with explosives, or really good with the cannon. And then the ranger can be like super sneaky, or can be super good with like the close combat stuff, high damage or high mobility, or even both. It's a good variety of stuff there. That's cool. For sure that doesn't cost an action. Alright, so this is the base.
Commander, to the
So this is where you like go to get your missions. This is like your personal quarters stuff, or this is like where your troops live. This is your personal quarters. Research is handled over here. Building stuff is handled over here. There's like a little memorial. You can see who's died on your team. Like if you have troops who die in missions, you can see there's a memorial wall in here. This is the armory where you can go and equip, gear and stuff to your troops. And then this is your base. if anyone's ever played a game similar to the Fallout Shelter, which you can find on Steam or like the Android App Store, I believe it's on iTunes as well, or not iTunes, whatever the equivalent of the App Store is for iPhones. But it's a base building thing where you have to like unbury debris and stuff to like expand your base. Very similar to that.
Commander to the
In terms of like you have to clear out
research
debris and then you can build stuff. So like right now I have one open spot and I can build a laboratory, a workshop, guerrilla tactics, or a power within. So I'm going to build a guerrilla tactics school right off the bat.
Tactics school construction initiated.
It's gonna the guerrilla tactics helps you like train soldiers and stuff like that. Is it kind of woof? And some lag issues with this one. I'd done a previous recording that unfortunately I had to in editing I couldn't do anything with it, to be honest. The whole thing was just the audio was terrible, the video skipped left and right, and it was blah, to be honest with you. So let's see, I'm going to get material.
Find that area of research to be among
Build items. I gotta make sure I keep track of my materials here.
I saw Tygan muttering to himself in one of the corridors. I'm not sure he even noticed me.
Let's see,
Bradford trusts
these
him,
soldiers.
but I'm still keeping my eyes open.
Gonna go ahead and give my specialist that med kit, just because it will be most beneficial with him. Alright, so you can see like which soldiers are available, what their rank is, what their class is, all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll pop over here and let's see if we can get some more soldiers off the bat here.
Avenger plotting new
One of the
course.
big things of this is definitely just resource management. Managing your supplies, your other materials, resources, how many engineers and scientists you have, as well as soldiers. Like, 'cause if you invest in one particular soldier, you're going to end up biting yourself in the butt, because the moment something happens to that soldier, you're up creek. So it's definitely one of those things where you have to really manage what's going on, because if you're not careful, you're going to end up hurting yourself in the end. I've learned that the hard way multiple times with this one and the first one. By focusing on just one team of folks and not really giving too many other people too much love. So I've learned to kind of spread it out.
Avenger plotting new course.
So the war map is, in the first one, was pretty much just open for you to kind of roam around in. Like, you could just go wherever area you wanted that had stuff. And this, you actually have to build radio towers, because you're playing as a resistance, so you have to set up these radio comm towers to connect with the resistance cells, and then when you connect with the cells, you'll unlock new areas to get to. And you kind of spread through the map that way. So here's our first mission. We have to hack the workstation in the facility, and we will gain an engineer because of it.
Setting course for the Arctic.
Sounds kind of fun. Alrighty. So my sniper isn't back. The rest of my team I'll keep, and I will go ahead and bring this rookie along with us as well. And yeah, we will go with that. one of the things I like to do is like do color schemes and things like that for my units. Because what I end up doing is I end up putting them into squads. So, you know, I'll have my first pick, and then I'll have my second pick, and then I'll have my third pick. And if the game is going real long out, I might even have a fourth or fifth pick, but I usually just stick with 3. Alright, here we go. Whew. That was rough to get through. I'm getting to think that, for whatever reason, running this game with my recording software are just not.
Rolling out.
These two things just don't seem to want to mix. Oh man, that is way up there. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't have any kind of problem running the game to begin with. It's just, whatever reasons, these two things just don't want to.
We might be able to hack their systems and get an advantage. But be careful.
Don't seem to want to work well together.
Things will only get worse.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered.
I forgot that the first mission you get sectoids in.
Structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
In the first game, sectoids were basically, you know, when you think, you know, aliens, you know, little green men. So basically, that's what they are, essentially, is these little green men, but, you know, the gray man, you know, the big alien brain, and then, you know, it's like telekinetic powers and stuff like that. Next score 50. Full crap. Field hack will. Great. So we're gonna cancel the hack. We're not gonna risk that because I don't want the feedback to give away our position just yet.
Understood. Moving out.
That's basically what they are. And in this one, they've like given them like further DNA to make them more human-like, which is even more terrifying, to be honest. All right, because I need to get in there and get that shut down.
Get ready for a surprise.
The thing that sucks about the sectoids in this one. So I'll pop that grenade off. In the first one, they had a minor psionic power, and they could hit you with the psionic power, and they could like basically attempt to panic your soldier. In this one, they have the ability to not only panic your soldier, they can mind control your soldiers, and they can also possess, use their powers to essentially possess a fallen soldier, whether it be yours or one of theirs. So, you know what? We're gonna get in there and just slash them. And that's what it's all about. Pokey pokey. So, yeah, I mean, they would just cause. In this one, they cause so much more havoc with everything.
Closing on target position now. Affirmative. Covering now.
Oh crap, not what I wanted to do.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Because I need him to hack the thing.
Get admin here.
Oh, another sectoid. Alrighty. So, demos are awesome. Because of this. The grenade launcher.
Throwing grenade.
because this is just gonna wreck stuff. Oh, so great thing. Oh, I destroyed the loot though. Sad panda. Very sad panda. Alright, move him up. Let's see here. Since I have a shotgun, I have a 70% chance of hitting him. Yeah. Long range shotgun kill. It's Halo. If anyone... it's hard to explain that. If you ever played the original Halo game, there's it's kind of a running gag for old school Halo players, because you could kill people from across the map with the shotgun. So there was a running gag that it was the long range shotgun. So that just totally, that right there just totally reminded me of the shotgun kills from the original Halo game. Let's see. What I like to do, is that you've probably noticed, is I like to move a lot of the soldiers up to the blue line, because you have two sets of movement. You have your like single action move, and then you have like your double move. Of course, naturally, your double move ends your turn, because it's, you know, you have essentially 2 actions worth of stuff.
We have confirmation of the exposed access
Let's see, Overwatch.
Heading to that location.
I'll get you guys going in. And that's just to really, you know, kind of like a lot of tabletop games or turn-based games have that whole thing of like you get kind of 2 actions to kind of do whatever it is you need to do. Usually, you know, the typical first action is usually like a move action, and then the second action is usually like you know, interacting with something or shooting something. So they kind of follow that same premise. So like you can move within the blue, and then from there you can then you can you move within the blue, and then you can do things like shoot or go into Overwatch or throw a grenade, hunker down into a more defensive position. Use a utility item like a med kit or a grenade, or later on as I progress through the game, I get other things like so I could create like a flashbang or a smoke grenade. You can create other kinds of things like that. So there's all kinds of different things that you can have utility through as you progress through the game and you research that technology. I think that's the other thing that appeals, is why turn-based games like this appeal to me, because of my background with tabletop games. Because it's very, like, they're just very reminiscent of tabletop games, because it's very progressive. Like, you just have, you know, each turn you can have your selected actions that you can do, and that's all you can do. And I am currently surrounded. This is a whole lot of no. Okay, so well, crap. I did not think this through when I set myself up.
Orders confirmed.
I want to deal with that officer, though. Don't want him
This is for you.
lingering about.
on target location.
So we set him here. Ooh, I could easily take him out, but I want him to defend me, essentially.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Easily kill him. Whew, this has been rough. Let's still let keep me exposed. Alright, here's to hoping she can kill him. Sweet.
It's down.
So now what I can do here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Tactical withdrawal right there. That is how you pull that off without killing anybody or getting anybody killed. So I got these two guys. Oh, she's still wide open. How dare they? He's gonna go after my demo. Yeah. Because she's wide open. Oh goodness. Oh, I should have thought that through. So,
Moving.
let's see. Yep. If we can slash, we will slash. And stab. Ooh,
Target disabled.
that's never gonna get old.
Good copy. Moving on target.
That kind of sucked though. Let's see, 50% chance, we'll go for it. Oh, just mowing them down left and right.
Target neutralized. Draining ammo fast.
Status confirmed.
Ah, look at that.
Hostiles are down
Cleared
and
the mission.
area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Let's see. We'll get back to main screen. So, I mean, that's kind of the basis of the game, you know, just kind of kill the aliens, do these missions, connect to other resistance cells so you can better deal with the alien invasion, and then just kind of progress. I don't want to spoil it. I kind of want to spoil something, but I don't want to spoil something. So, no, I'm not going to spoil it in this video, just in case. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in this game, go. I strongly suggest checking it out, playing it, or playing the first one. You know, they're both great games, and actually they were part of a much larger series of games, because there are some Xcom games. I want to say the 80s. Ugh. Sorry about that. More of these kind of slow-going loads.
I told the troops to
Just the videos are not really digging my digging run at the same time here. But look at that, everybody got promoted. Alrighty. So let's see. It's revealed, soldier army concealed. And I'm gonna go with Blade Master because that sounds awesome. I totally missed leveling up the other people. Skip that.
New objective.
Anyway, what from here? I think this will be a good stopping point for this particular video. So you guys know what that means. It means it is time to add to the playlists. So our playlist here for ooh.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. to know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me.
Let's see.
He knows. If there was one thing your
For
father always kept in
the
mind, it was
eclectic
his faith in
playlist,
humanity.
we're actually going to go with
On our own
Black
terms.
Sabbath, the song War Pigs / Luke's Wall. That's going to be our song for the Nerd Eclectic playlist. As for our song of the day, there's a band out of Japan called Baby Metal. It mixes Japanese pop music with like heavy metal, metalcore music, and they have a song called "Gimme Chocolate." But it's just a fun song. I mean, it's a really interesting fusion of music types, and that's actually going to be our song of the day because it came on a couple times throughout my work day today. Before I got home, and I've just kind of had the song stuck in my head. So that is our song of the day. As always, folks, if you've liked the video, hit that like button for me. If you're wanting to see what else I got coming out soon in terms of one-off videos before I get back to another challenge series in Skyrim, feel free to hit that subscribe button so it'll let you know the moment I have a new video up. And please, like I said, because I'm doing a couple one-offs here, trying to get a feel of some other games that, you know, maybe I should do on the channel, whether frequently or infrequently, and what kind of games I should really kind of just aren't really interesting. So please, leave me comments below, let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. That way it can help me improve and move forward and improve the channel and make sure I'm doing content that's worthwhile and content that's just interesting to watch me play and listen to me ramble with. So, as always, guys, thank you so much. You folks take care of yourselves and have a fantastic rest of your day.